Hello, this is Danny Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide, and yesterday, CIG announced the Miss Odyssey, the latest and largest multi-crew, multi-role exploration ship. For the longest time, players have been wondering if there will ever be a ship that will allow them to just say goodbye to the settled parts of the verse, head out into the unknown, and come back rarely if ever. Certainly, CIG's marketing of the Odyssey makes you think that that is their positioning.
Imagine just taking this thing out as far as you can, dropping anchor and just living.
And there are certainly aspects of the Odyssey that argue for it be the leave everything behind ship. A Tier 2 medical bed for regeneration, of course, but also the combination of both a mining head and a Quantanium-capable mini-refinery. And this has no doubt created some serious hand-wringing among owners of the prior leading contender for the leave everything behind ship, the Carrack. And frankly, whether the Carrack owner really needs to switch depends on a mystery. You see, the Carrack's large cargo space, substantially larger in fact than the Odyssey, is contained in 3 modular bays that have for a long time been promised to be switchable to other specialized uses, just like the Caterpillar, and yet no functions have been committed to for those modules other than cargo. If the Carrack owner could think that someday there would be a refinery module or a mining module or a refueling module or a repair module, or whatever, it would undoubtedly be reassuring to stay with their current craft. Another big question mark is what you will someday be able to do with the drone bay, which also sits idle on the Carrack and does not appear to be a feature at all on the Odyssey. Because as it stands, the main reasons for someone to stay are the larger cargo capacity, smaller footprint with all that brings, and the promise of whatever flexibility those pods and drone bay might someday provide. Plus, of course, the lower cost. But there are plenty of reasons to make the leap too. Right up front, literally, is the mining head and the refinery system, so that you can mine and process your own Quantanium. I wouldn't expect too much more than that from it, though. Thinking of this just as a mining ship leaves too much capability unused, and the refinery is described as being able to make your own fuel supply, nothing more. If you want a capital-class career mining vessel, continue holding out hope for the Orion. Which brings up a side issue. Is the Odyssey a capital-class ship? The ship matrix says large, but it says it has a capital-class power plant, cooler, and shield generator. It also has a comparable ship envelope to the Polaris. So I guess it matters was what criteria you use for calling something a capital ship. But if you want to call it capital class, I won't stop you. The other big reason to jump from a smaller exploration ship to the Odyssey is the larger hangar bay. The Carrack has a limited hangar bay designed for the Pisces, but also having a limited number of other ships that can be fit into it. The Odyssey is described as having a full, extra small size hangar, which from secondary sources is a footprint of 24 by 36 meters with 12 meters of height. Going by the ship matrix, it means that you will be able to hold the Aurora line, all variants of the 100 and 300 series, all variants of the Horton, all variants of the Avenger, the Gladiator, the M50, the Merlin and Archimedes, the Mustang line, the Gladius, the Car2L, all Reliant types, all Sabres, Vandal, Blade, Prospector, Buccaneer, Hawk, bikes such as the Yellow Jacket and Oxen X1, shuttles such as the MPUV and Pisces, the Prospector, the Razor, Banner, Defender, Vulture, SRV, Arrow, Mantis, Santok Yai, Talon and Talon Shrike, and the Nomad. So you have to admit, that's a pretty formidable list of ships and a lot of operational flexibility. But marketing spin aside, is this really a ship that can let you say goodbye to the rest of the verse? Or is it a key part of a say goodbye fleet? Or are there just too many missing pieces still to have saying goodbye game paths be feasible at all? Some of it depends on questions yet to be answered. First of all, the ship has the ability to create its own quantum fuel, but what about the ship that it is carrying in its hangar bay? Can it transfer quantum fuel to it? In the Liberator Q&A, there was a mention of some sort of hand refueling. But how large of a ship can, from a practical standpoint, be refueled by hand? If your goodbye fleet includes a ship larger than can fit in the hangar bay, then will it be possible to go EVA and accomplish hand refueling? If it can't, then your say goodbye fleet will need to include a Starfare with its refueling boom along for support. The second is, can the Odyssey rearm missiles and such on a ship in its hangar? You can make all the ships in your say goodbye fleet have all energy weapons to avoid having to reload ballistic ammunition, but most ships have at least a few missiles, and the Odyssey itself has 4 racks of them. If the Odyssey does not have a reloading solution, you'll need to have a Vulcan in your say goodbye fleet. Then comes the subject of repair. Yes, the medbed will keep you put together and put you back together, but what about the ships? First, will you be able to repair any ship in your hangar bay beyond just hand tool repair? And then, of course, you have to repair the Odyssey itself. Will you be able to keep a ship as large as the Odyssey patched up with just going EVA with hand tools? Of course, the repair and rearm questions bring up other concept ships that haven't been heard anything about in a long time, and those are the Crucible repair ship and the Vulcan drone-based refuel, repair, and rearm ship. To really be a goodbye ship, you would need to have them along in your fleet, or at least have them be able to come visit you. But neither are on the roadmap or even been talked about much at all. Because honestly, it takes more than just being able to brew your own fuel to be completely self-sufficient. It helps a lot, but it is not all you need. So the Odyssey is a long-duration exploration carrier, and a good one. But other support ships and systems are needed before there will be a genuine goodbye ship in the universe, whether it is the Odyssey or anything else. Until those other support ships and services are in place, the goodbye will have to be less adios and more hasta luego. So, should you buy the Odyssey? No, because you should win one. I've decided to sweeten the Grow the Channel ship giveaway so that the winner will have their choice of either the Anvil Liberator or the Misk Odyssey. But I've decided to sweeten it even further for members, as the membership goal of the giveaway is progressing slower than I'd wish. As you know, my process for doing the drawing is to first draw the video containing the winning entry and then to select among the entries in that video. Well, here's the extra sweetener. If the winning entrant was a member at the time the winning video was released, they can mine the ore and refine it into an and. Yes, if they are a member, the winner gets the Liberator and the Odyssey, becoming an unparalleled ship-shipping ship maven. So as I said, one entry per video. Members are entered automatically for each video. Everybody else, just be a subscriber and comment using the secret word. And the secret word for this video is the ship that I accidentally listed twice in the list of ships that would fit in the Odyssey's hold. Fly safe, keep it real, and I'll see you in the verse. This is Danny Raymond for Ray's Guide.